Center field. That'll get over the head of Robinson and all the way to the fence.
Lorbeck drives the lane, puts it up, right-hand lane, gets it to fall. He'll go to line for one more.
Very nice take by Zach Lorbeck.
Trying to go around Engel. He stones him far side.
Point blank on Engel again, and he stops him.
Shotgun snap, Engel looking left, now looking right. Throw far side, throws a fade up for grabs. Hunter Beechler, far side pylon. He comes down with it. Touchdown, Bayport Pirates. Lannen ball into left field, and that'll go all the way to the fence. Coming in to score will be Hilbert.
Feed it in. Matty Ray, a right-hand lane and down.
Great steal by Ray. Jerks with a nice lob over the top.
Four skates to the near side circle, looking for some time. One timer to Martinsuna. Knock off the water bottle. It's a one-timer and a goal, and the Pirates, they extend their lead.
He takes a swing at it. He'll send that one deep to right. And looks like that one's going to be a walk-off grand slam for Joe Byer.
And your state champions.
Your state champion.
Your Bayport Pirates.
Swinging a fly ball to center field.
It's over!
And that's it!
The Pirates win it!
Good afternoon and welcome out to Pulaski Community High School from Betty Van Lannen Field, host site of the sectional final this year. We open up the postseason here in Division I as it'll be a 7-10 matchup. The 10 seed Bayport Pirates taking on rival Down Highway B, the 7 seed Pulaski Red Raiders. Great to have you along. Chris Learman, joined today by the voice of Pirate softball, Mr. Robert Kennedy.
Chris, great to be with you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking on the expertise of this ball club today here in a regional semifinal. We were here for this matchup, you and I, 2 years ago this past Sunday.
That's correct.
For a regional semifinal matchup.
Yeah, we had an outcome that we hope not to duplicate today.
Two teams that obviously rivals, obviously in the Fox River Classic Conference, each of them. They played twice this year. You were the public address announcer for what ended up being Bayport's season opener.
That's true, and actually, ironically, both games against Pulaski ended up 5-3 finals, and so I think that's really says how closely matched up these two teams are.
Similar finals, the home squad taking home the win on either of them, so split in the regular season here in the WIAA sectionals. They seed all the way 1 through 16. The top seed Green Bay Preble after playing a perfect season here in 2025's spring campaign. And the 2 seed is the team that'll likely get the winner of this one. And that would be the Kaukauna Ghosts,
yes,
who have only won 130 of their last 131 games. They fell in the state quarterfinal last season, but they won a state title in 2023, 22, and in 21.
Yeah, they're kind of the gold standard, but Preble certainly is a formidable team this year. Everybody's trying to get right back here, as you mentioned, for the sectional final right here in Pulaski.
Today's Bayport softball broadcast is proudly supported by Zesty's Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town. By Bellin Health, Titletown Sports Medicine Orthopedics. By Town Line Pub and Grill, Budget Blinds of Howard and Krivitz. By Anduzzi Sports Club, Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists. By Chrysler World, Myron Construction. By Northeast Wisconsin Technical College. By Mako's Floor Covering Center. Gallagher's Pizza. By AD Images. Kim's Ace Hardware. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf. Parker John's Barbecue and Pizza. Bayport Booster Club. And by members of the NEW Sports Radio Broadcasters Club. A couple of first-year head coaches, Robert. It's Emily Higgins to lead the way for Pulaski. First and foremost, she is a 2018 grad of Pulaski, taking over for 20-year coach, Coach Verts, who steps aside after a long run and coaching career. Emily was a part of the last state team for Pulaski back in 2016. She was a sophomore starter on that squad, and she is an educator at Pulaski Middle School, teaching the 8th grade. After she played basketball at UW Oshkosh, she was a 3-sport athlete in high school and an outstanding basketball player under Mr. Jeff Charney. Again, her first campaign for the Red Raiders. And for the Pirates, they are under the direction of first-year head coach Sarah Lockrid, who comes over. She's a graduate of Sevastopol High School in Door County, and she is her first year at the helm. She has some experience with the Bayport program previously,
right,
as she was a hitting coach in the past.
She was, and as part of that Door County Mafia with Jess Demise here, who are also a pioneer from Sevastopol.
So Coach Lochran works with the students at Bay Harbor, where she is stationed as a member of the Howard Swamico School District. So a couple of first-year head coaches, and talking with Coach Sarah. You're a little nervous? Yes. And if you're fortunate to go against Kaukauna, would you be nervous? I don't know. I said, well, if you get to play a team of that caliber, I think you just go in having fun.
That's right.
These two teams are going to be trying to get to that point with what would be a Thursday afternoon affair.
Yeah, you're certainly not under any kind of pressure if you wind up matching up with Kaukauna.
So the meeting of the minds will come out to home plate to exchange lineup cards. And while they do that, we will get to you a reminder that tonight's officials are registered by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association. Their experience and integrity qualify them to enforce the rules of the game. Are you looking to stay in the game without officials? We do not have games. Become an official today. Reach out to your athletic director or the WIAA at wiaawi.org. Behind the plate, 50 years as an official.
Wow.
Mr. Bruce Schaefer from the Chilton area. He is a master official in softball, football, and also a baseball umpire, I would say. In my time as when I was playing, he was a top 2 umpire that I ever had, going back to many games that he umpired, me being from that area. And 41 years an official from Kiel.
Now, you weren't playing when he just started, though, right?
No.
It wasn't you. Okay.
Russ Miller, though, was the head softball coach at Kiel High School in his previous endeavors. 41 years. He is a master official in basketball, football, and softball. Combined 91 years experience between these two officiating. And first and foremost, thank you to them for giving their time for kids of all ages coming through the different ranks of the different athletic programs.
Absolutely. You really have to salute that kind of commitment. And these gentlemen have been around the block, so we should not have problems with interpreting what the rules are and keeping this game under control.
And congratulations to them, not only getting postseason assignments, they will be moving on after today. They both have regional final contests. Mr. Schaefer will be having a sectional affair next week. And talking with Russ, I graduated a year behind his son Danny in high school from Kiel, actually, so I know Russ a little bit. He has been given a state assignment this year for softball, so he'll be down at Goodman Diamond. So again, congratulations to these two on their seasons. Again, 91 years, so we are in good hands here for the Pirates and the Red Raiders. So they exchange the lineup cards. The officials walk the field, make sure that they go through the ground screw procedures properly, where it is gate to gate if a ball were to go into the diamond or out of the diamond and out of play, and how we handle all that. They finish up those. This is a full dirt facility, unlike the turf that is hosted at Bayport High School.
Right. We'll see if that plays into anything crucial in this game.
So bringing the starting lineups here for today's matchup. Mr. Robert, the starting lineups first for the visiting Pirates.
Right, so we will start lead off at shortstop. Number 1, Ellie Rao. Batting second, your pitcher this afternoon, number 11, Estelle Finland. Batting third, playing third, number 3, Morgan Vandenbranden. Batting cleanup, playing center field, number 13, Haley Montai. Batting fifth, playing second base, number 2, Ava Plumley. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 17, Bobby Seichter. Designated player today, number 19. She's batting seventh, Sophie Newthalls. Batting eighth, left fielder, number 4, Chloe Martell. Right fielder, batting ninth, number 5, Kaylee Murphy. Your flex player today, Tessa Kearney.
So again, your Pirate lineup reads as Rao, Finland, Vandenbranden, Montai, Plumley, Seichter, Newthalls, Martell, and Murphy. And the starters for the hosts, 7-seed Pulaski Red Raiders.
Leading off, the shortstop, number 1, Molly Moulton. Batting at second, center fielder, number 9, Kira Altman. Batting third and pitching today, number 8, Addison Lupke. Cleanup hitter, catcher, number 3, Kiana Altendorf. Batting fifth, playing second base, number 7, Paige Abendroth. Batting at sixth, playing first base, number 10, Camry Dorn. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 16, Olympia Simons. Batting eighth, designated player, number 4, Sam Klarner. Batting ninth, playing third base, number 15, Ella Marasek. And the flex player, left fielder, number 5, Elena Reinhardt.
So again, your Red Raider lineup, it is Moulton, Altman, Lipke, Altendorf, Abendroth, Dorn, Simons, Klarner, Maracha. Well, the two teams we mentioned matched up each this season once against each other. The first matchup, 5-3 Pirates got 3 runs in the first inning and 1 in the second, all of those coming while Dorn was the starting pitcher. She just didn't have her control that day in what was Pulaski. I think it was their second game of the season, if not mistaken. They played the day prior.
I just remember it being a very cold day, and you would think perhaps that was a factor.
And so they pulled the lefty after 3 walks in the first inning, and they brought in Miss Lipke, and Anderson went 5 innings, just giving up 2 runs, but the Pirates got the win by a score of 5-3 after coming ahead. Then the second game, Bayport actually, they gave up 5 runs, but for still Finland, only 1 was earned. So we'll listen into the national anthem here from Betty Van Lannen Field. From Pulaski Community High School, we get set for playoff softball on a Tuesday afternoon. Back at it in a regional semifinal. Pulaski and Bayport. The Red Raiders will be looking like the black uniforms, black tops, black pants with the red Pulaski across the chest, red numbers, white accent, and the Red Sox with white stripes. Pirates will be in their navy tops, navy pants, navy socks. And the white Bayport across the front, white numbers with the Columbia blue trim and accents. You're playing on actual dirt, Robert. Might be nicer to not have to do laundry after if you had been the whites.
Exactly. Funny, in college, that's how I used to kind of keep my track of my laundry, too. Just make sure you were wearing the dark stuff when you were out running around playing Frisbee and that sort of thing.
So we get set for the Pirate lineup, which will, Robert just let off. It'll be Ralph, Finland, Vanden Branden. Kind of what it's been for quite a while now in the season. Ellie Rao started the year, I think, was it the 9 spot or the 8 spot? When these two teams matched up the first time.
Yes. Had a good freshman year.
Yeah.
Not too often do you see a freshman making it to the varsity but she's done well. And I remember in fall ball last October that people were telling me to watch out for Ellie Rao, that she had a good shot at making varsity.
So looking for the game's first offering, and Anderson Lipke will miss high with a rise ball, and it is 1 ball and no strikes. Lipke threw 5 innings in the first matchup against the Pirates, 5 innings in the second matchup against the Pirates. That's 10 innings total in the 2.
You did that well.
As the rise ball is waved at by Rao, it's a ball and 1 strike. Audio only here on the broadcast, as we don't have an angle or a connection or the opportunity to bring you video. So you're just going to have to see if Robert and I can paint you a picture.
Take our word for it.
Chris and Georgia O'Keefe. Pitch right at the knees, and Rao takes for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count on the freshman. All conference honors came out just this weekend. We'll be able to get into those as the game's first batter facing a 1-2, a changeup, slapped at left side, slicing wide of the chalk, giving chase is left fielder Reinhard, but she's unable to get it, and it will fall for a foul ball. Red Raiders defensively, the outfield left to right is Reinhardt, Altman, and Simons. Crashing in from third is Morosek. Moulton at short. Abendroth is at second with Dorn at first. And Lupke will get in on the hands with the offering of Rao, and she'll fist one to the left side. Lipke is tossing of underhand to Kiana Altendorf, the catcher, number 3 for the Red Raiders. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the game's first batter. Try to work off the right hip. Here comes Addison. Wind and fire. Outside corner, strike 3 looking, and we are underway.
It's a tough one to handle, those right around the knees, and really bring in the mustard on those pitches.
And Lipke can bring it a little bit. From one lefty to another, it's Estelle Finland, Pirates pitcher. First offering, she'll square to bunt, pull back, and she takes one right across the letters for a strike. It's 0-1. Don't know if she has any intent on bunting, but at the very least, Pulaski's infield shuffling around a little bit.
They're paying attention to it.
Exactly, with activity. She will square, pop one up the first base line, foul towards the on-deck circle. And that will be an 0-2 count quickly on Finland.
I'm a little surprised that she would be going for a bunt at this point, but
Make
that's
a play
why
the
I'm
ball,
here,
right?
and not coaching.
Pulaski, the last matchup, had a couple of errors on the day as Finland stays back on it, grounds it up to the circle. A great stab by Lupke. Left-handed mitt, and she's able to get it next to the rubber and tosses on to first, a 1-3 putout if you're scored along with us. And now it's a 3 spot in the lineup, Morgan Vandenbranden.
That was worth a goaltender save for the Ice Bears.
We'll be able to get some Ice Bear talk in today with one of the Red Raiders, the state champion from that squad. Vandenbranden will take one just above the strike zone for a ball. Morgan bats 3, plays 3, and wears 3.
And we have a couple of players like that. Ava Plumley has batted second a lot of times this year, playing second and wearing number 2.
1-0 offering. Morgan will hold back.
Ellie Rao leading off, wearing number 1, so it's...
If you were the manager, would you make your lineup out of what number they wore?
No.
Oh, okay. 1 through 9. You
just
pick your number. Where do you want to bat?
Just a coinky-dink, I think.
2 balls and no strikes on the Pirate 3 spot. And she'll take one inside. 3 balls and no strikes on Vandenbranden. Top of inning number 1. We are just underway here from Pulaski Community High School. Betty Van Lannen Field, home of the Red Raiders. Lubke to climb the ladder. First offering in the dirt. 4-pitch walk. The Pirates have their first base runner.
Haley Monti up for the Pirates, and one of the senior leaders on this team this season.
Back on May the 19th, the last time these two squared off, actually just 2 games ago for the Pirates. Lipke did walk 5 as the first pitch is low to Monti. Got the pink tape on the bottom of her Louisville Slugger. Right-handed batter, cleanup spot, 2-way, runner aboard via the walk, and after 5 consecutive pitches outside the zone, Monti swings that one. It may have been at the edge or outside of the zone as she comes up empty. Let's see if that settles down Addison Lipke a little bit, able to get the strike. 1-1 and she spins it off the right hip, comes set, the wind and pitch, strike, swing through and a miss. And Monti's down now, a ball and 2 strikes. Vandenbraden at first base. Plumlee on deck here in the top half of the top inning. Lipke spinning the ball in her bare hand, now puts her glove over to cover. She'll wind and work home, and Haley gets a piece of it and fouls it back to the netting.
Hey, win this year, let's go 13.
Lipke spins it off again. Glove covers the ball in the off right hip. Winds, comes home. Strike 3, a little tardy on a rise ball, and Monti goes down. Pirates do collect a base runner, 2-out walk, but that is all they get. Red Raiders are going to come up for their first time today. Pirates 0, Red Raiders to bat. You're listening to Bayport Pirates Softball.
On Chrysler World is your top dealer in customer satisfaction and sales satisfaction year in and year out. A full staff service and body department that'll work on all makes and models, free estimates, a huge parts department. And they need cars, they'll buy any car, whether or not you purchase from them. Chrysler World of Abrams, contact them, follow them, be sure to check them out.
Hey Howard, Swamico area.
Alex and Danielle here with your local budget blinds. We know you're on a budget with both time and money, so we make it easy.
We come over with our free in-home consultation and free design services for blinds, drapes, and shutters. You pick what you want, we measure, and you get the quote before we leave. And to top that off, right now, get 25% off. We have financing available and lifetime warranties.
Blinds installed in a couple hours.
Now that's easy. Call now.
Moulton, Altman, Lipke, the first 3 batters of the Pulaski lineup due up here in the first to oppose Estelle Finland, who has done a really nice job for the Pirates in each of the matchups. She went complete game, 1 earned in the first matchup, a complete game, 1 earned in the second matchup. But the problem is in the second matchup, if you gave up 5, that means 4 were unearned. If you gave up 3, 2 were unearned.
Yes.
So there have been some difficulties behind her and helping her out.
Yeah. And that's been an up and down part of the story for the team this season.
As the first offering, Moulton, ground ball up the middle. Plumlee on her second base position, moves over to her right, picks and fires. Perhaps the strongest arm on the entire Pirate squad. 1 pitch, 1 out. It's a 4-3 ground out.
Hopefully that'll help give the Pirates a little bit of confidence here, getting that first out right away.
I know we always make a lot about the turf versus actual dirt, but I think there's quite a bit of validity to that. when literally half of your season is played on turf, where you expect and get 99 times out of 100 a perfect bounce or expected bounce each and every time. As the inner edge is caught, it's a ball and 1 strike on Kira Altman, the center fielder. Altman, a right-handed batter for the Red Raiders. Finland gets the pitch off her left wrist. She'll line and fire, comes home, swing and a pop up behind third. Raul moving a step short of the outfield grass. And a pop out to the Bayport freshman. There are 2 away. Write that down as an F6 if we can. And 2 away for Addison Lubke. Lubke, who in this matchup throughout the regular season, she takes one for a strike. Lubke 1 for 7 in this season against Estelle Finland.
All right, we don't need to make anybody a hero here, so keep that going.
0-2. Yeah, Estelle, I mentioned the 1 earned run in each matchup. She's really fared well against each and every player that Pulaski is thrown out through the lineup. See if they can field behind her and then get some offense behind her. But quickly 0-2 on her counterpart. And she'll skip one through the dirt. Stopped on the back by Bobby Seichter.
Now, Chris, your friend, the home plate umpire, he's a little dramatic on those strike calls sometimes there. He'll wait and then
swinging a ball lifted right side towards foul territory. Plumlee move it over, navigates behind the first base coach, and is able to put it away. 3 up, 3 down, and F4 ends the inning. We'll go to the second here from Pulaski. We have no score.
At Myron, we're building excellence.
I'm a people person. I'm a movie buff.
I'm a data wizard.
It's time to thrive in a career you love and soar higher with NWTC, where you can excel in a flexible, career-focused program that fits you, what you enjoy doing, and how you want to learn. Whether that's in person or online, it all starts at NWTC. Soar higher with us.
Top of inning number 2, Pirates got a base runner in the first. Pulaski did not, but they both have a goose egg on the scoreboard. It'll be Plumlee, Seichter, Newthalls, 5, 6, 7 in the Bayport order.
Well, Chris, I got to thank the start for the Pirates in that first inning. No drama. Pretty much 1, 2, 3 minimal pitches to each of those batters. Hopefully will bode well.
Not a slow, sluggish start at all.
No.
Mr. Mike Frieder, the Bayport principal, and myself broadcast the regional semifinal game a year ago at West Superior as Plumlee takes one high and outside. And in that matchup, Miss Plumlee, as Mr. Frieder would say, went ding-ding.
We'll let him keep that description.
1-0 offering to Avon. She'll take one a couple inches off the dirt. It's 2-0.
Senior night a couple of games ago for Ava Plumlee. That was her fondest memory of her time with the Pirates softball program.
She awaits a 2-0 offering from Anderson Lipke. Walked one in the first, but able to work around it. The offering home. Plumlee takes one again, skips in. And off the chest protector of Kiana Altendorf. 3 balls and no strikes here on the leadoff spot. I would imagine there's no way you're swinging here 3-0. I've been wrong before, though.
I can't believe that.
Neither can my wife. And she will square to bunt, pulls back, and take it all the way through the strike zone. 3-1. Lipke still has to work her way back. Way ahead for Plumlee. Ava from the right-handed batter's box, wind and fire, and just underneath it, takes one back to the netting. It's 3-2. Full count. Lipke trying to work all the way back on the leadoff spot here in the second. Wind and fire. Ball 4, and the Pirates have a leadoff base runner here to start the second.
Now batting for Bayport, catcher Bobby Seichter.
Now the strategy comes. She just walked a gal. Do you take one, or do you want to go and try to bunt her over?
Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to try to advance that runner.
Addison to wind and fire. Bobby will take one high.
She did.
Well out of the zone. Ball 1.
Ava Plumlee is also one of the faster runners on this team. So don't be surprised.
Kicking the pitch. Seichter gets a bunt down in front of the plate. Picked up bare hand by the catcher. Plumlee's going to try to go first to third, and across the diamond comes the throw. Ava is in. Sacrifice is down 2-4, and Plumlee never delayed her run around second base.
She kept on going. I got to tell you, Chris, I'm not shocked. She's been a very good on the base paths this season.
So it'll be Sophie Newthals now. Sorry, not Newthals, it's Tessa Kearney. Will bat here in the 7th spot. She's looking to square. Gets a bunt down, make Pulaski field. Fake the throw. Now Plumlee's off the bag a little bit. Throw it towards third base. It goes all the way past the third baseman. Great backup by the left fielder. Absolutely
saved a run there.
Fantastic by Reinhard. Is able to get on top of it. Plumlee had come off third base. The bunt was scooped up by Marashek. She faked to first, threw back to third where Plumlee had carried herself a little too far off the bag. If the throw is caught and the tag is applied, I believe Plumlee is going to be out. But the ball caromed off of the glove of the covering third base, would have been Moulton, the shortstop, went past her. And again, a great play. On every single play, somebody's got a position to move. Left fielder backing up that play, saved a run. It does advance Kearney to second base on the throw. So it's second and third with one out. Pirates trying to bunt again, pitch low. And it's ball 1.
So this is left fielder Chloe Martell. That's at the plate right now. A chance to perhaps drive in a couple of runs.
Pitch, and Martell will take one outer edge for a strike. Couple of ducks on the pond. So the Kearney at bat goes as a fielder's choice. And I guess it would be an E6, technically, allowing Kearney to move from second to second base. As a bunt by Martell gets down, Lipke scoops, tosses home, safe behind the Plumlee run. And Bayport is on the board first with Martell, a beautifully executed squeeze play.
And she made it down to second as well, so we still keep runners on second and third.
Now batting right fielder Kaylee Murphy.
So a leadoff walk comes all the way around to score. It's second and third, still one out. Martell did it beautifully to get the ball halfway between the rubber and the plate. And now Coach wants to get a runner at third base.
I think they were calling for number 14, Alexis Barrett, to be the courtesy runner at third.
Barrett, a sophomore. One of those players that have been elevated from the AAA affiliate of junior varsity.
Yeah.
Parts a run in, second and third one out. Square to bunt, get one down towards Lupke. She bobbles it, and she's going to throw home late. The pitcher went to scoop it, and it hit the front edge of her glove, and it bounced away. She had to re-scoop it.
Yep.
Kaylee Murphy.
Makes it down to second.
And she's going to get to second.
So we keep this going with second and third.
Second and third again. Sacrifice E1. That's tough. And there's going to be a conversation at the circle as head coach Emily Higgins will come out. Pirates have 2 runs in, and again it's second and third.
Chris, we're situated right next to the Bayport bench, and the decibel levels are really going through the roof on some of these bunts.
Are they now? You and I, obviously, at a home game, are much higher and further away. Now we don't hear the chants.
Nope.
For better or for worse. I'll leave it at that. But I'm assuming that's pretty normal.
Yeah, I would think. But it's still kind of fun to hear when you're not actually from where we're usually broadcasting from. At home, there you hear more from the visitors' dugout than you do from the home dugout.
Top of the Pirate lineup. Third base is less than 30 feet away from Ellie Rao, who's awaiting the first delivery home. She's going to get the bunt down. Pirates are going to crash home. Tag at 4, and they got her. Martell was running on contact no matter what, and the toss home is successful. 5-2. Fielder's choice allows Rao to reach. She's at first. Murphy's spot moved over. Martell is tagged out at the plate. Now Stell Finland to try to add to what's the 2-0 lead yet. Line in the fire. Swing and a foul back as off with the pitch was Rao. I guess that's a given. First and third, and especially your leadoff spot. She's probably going to take off no matter what.
Yep.
Swing into the pitch low, and Finland fouls it back. It's 0-2.
Chris, you give Pulaski enough chances to get an out at the plate. They finally got one.
They did.
Unfortunately for them, the Pirates are up 2-0.
Make the defense make a play. Pirates have done that many times this inning. Red Raiders trying to get out of it. 2 runs in here in the second. And change up high, and Rao will finally skip into second base on her third attempt. The first 2, she had to go all the way back to the foul ball. She ends up going 60 feet after going about 600 feet.
Getting her steps in. Have some fashion adjustments there and out on the mound.
Miss Lipke with the back pocket grip. 1-2 to her fellow pitcher, Estelle Finland, swinging and fouls it back. Murphy the lead at third. Rao is at second. And Finland with 2 in, trying to add to a Pirate lead here in the top of inning number 2. Sticks, number 11, 1-1. The pitch to her. She'll take one high, 2-2. Catcher Altendorf looks over at Coach Higgins, and the head coach gives her the pitch combination she wants here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the second. Kicking the pitch, and Finland waves at a rise ball, comes up empty. But the Pirates do get a couple leadoff walk, and another base runner also come around to score. Bottom second we move. It's 2-0 Bayport.
Over to Zesty's for a fresh homemade meal. Zesty burgers are fresh, never frozen, 100% beef, grilled to perfection. Zesty's also serving Wisconsin cheese curds, homemade chicken booyah, and featuring the Chicago-style hot dog. Stay for dessert and try some fresh-made frozen custard and cones. Sundays, shakes, or scrambles. Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, locally owned and operated for more than 35 years with locations open in Alloway and Howard. Visit Facebook for Flavor of the Day.
Thanks, Mom!
Whether you need stunning senior photos, dynamic team media days, impactful corporate portraits, or family photos to last a lifetime, AD Images expertise will bring your vision to life. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose AD Images and let your photos truly make a statement. Contact AD Images to book now, and let's make some memories to last a lifetime.
Jason DeRusso, amongst others, listening in here. Pirate softball in the WIAA Regional Semifinal. Bayport sends 7 to the plate in the second. A leadoff walk to Plumley. She comes around. Also touching home was Barrett.
Yes.
Who was running for Kearney. The Pirates cash in 2. Officially, I have them
Small
down.
ball for a couple of runs.
I have them down for just 1 hit in the inning. I have 2 errors, and I have 2 left on base. And now Finland will take on the 4, 5, 6 spots, and Kiana Altendorf, the catcher.
A little bit of run support for Estelle.
A little easier to work with that way is another one well out of the zone from Estelle. Finland back to the circle, looking on her left wrist. Spies at the dugout. Finds what pitch she wants to wind with. And Altendorf will swing and lift one to right field. Kylie Murphy towards the line, sliding over and on the foul line. Medium depth right field. Kylie is able to glove one. And F9, again, if you're scoring at home, fly out to the right fielder. That brings up Paige Abendroth. As always, feel free to tweet the booth at Voice of BP. If you want to text myself or Robert, if you have our numbers, message in, chime in on the Facebook stream. Again, it's audio only today for the playoff game at a road venue where there are minimal connection workings. 0-1.
Plus, no one wants to see us anyway.
Well, there's a reason why we both work on radio, right? We're no Bill Jarts look-alike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the second baseman for the Red Raiders. Page, one of the captains, swings and grounds 1 to her fellow second baseman, Plumley. An easy pick by number 2, a throw to her left. And a 4-3 ground out gives us 2 away. To bring up Cammie Dorn. Camry, who plays with an Apple Watch on her wrist. Takes one low.
You can't get anything past Chris Lehrman, folks.
The technology that's not supposed to be worn during the game. All the jewelry that's worn all the time. Has another one low to Dorn, 2-0. She wears a batting glove. She's a right-handed batter. Batting glove on the left hand, which is her bottom hand. No batting glove on the right hand.
But a handsome watch.
2-0 offering, and Dorn's going to sky one. That's over our heads, Robert. Brendan would have had that one. You don't bring your glove to the ballpark?
You know, actually, Brendan, yes, I do bring my glove,
Okay.
but Brendan uses it. So.
Oh.
That should be in Cooperstown. That's really an old glove.
Dorn's going to get jammed on a 2-1 fastball, and it's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Pirates have 2 runs in. Red Raiders trying to respond, looking for a shutdown inning. Here's the Pirates senior hurler. Finland to work. The pitch home. Strike.
Way to go.
3 at the knees. Dorn took one.
Boy, that just handcuffed her. Nice
and
pitch.
a 1-2-3 frame for Finland again. The Pirates back to the dugout, try to get the offense going. They lead it 2-0. You're listening to Bayport Pirates Softball.
The Kim Say's Hardware, your go-to spot for all things home improvement. From high-quality tools to lush garden supplies, we've got everything you need to tackle your next project. Plus, visit our Howard location for top-notch rental equipment. But that's not all. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff is here to assist you every step of the way, making your shopping experience a breeze. Come visit us at Kim Say's Hardware and Rental in Howard and Kim Say's Hardware in Ashwaubenon, your neighborhood destination for quality and service. See you soon!
Townline Pub and Grill. Looking for a place to grab some food? Stop at Townline. Taste the mouth-watering burgers, gourmet pizza, and endless appetizers, offering a casual atmosphere and a lively feel. Why not stop in on the way to the game? Grab a bite to eat after the game, too. A night out, a group gathering after a sporting event, or even a birthday. We want to thank you for your patronage. Townline, where the people come for the food and stay for the fun.
Top of inning number 3, and it'll be led off by 3, Morgan Vandenbranden. And even more 3s into the equation. Vandenbranden. Ready for the first offering from Libke, and she'll take one on the outer edge, strike 1. Morgan was honored with some all-conference reviews. As her infield position, she was an honorable mention.
Excellent.
All-conference as an infielder in the Fox River Classic.
I was not even aware of how that came out in the wash as far as the all-conference players and first team, second team. So, but Morgan is definitely someone who earned it and played really well this season.
She lifts one to the right side, foul. It's 0-2. Lipke spinning the ball with her bare hand on her right hip. Then winds and fires, and Vandenbranden in 3 pitches goes down swinging. 4th strikeout of the game for Addison Lubke. It'll be Haley Monti.
Center fielder Haley Monti.
Robert singing along now with all the cheers. Pom-poms are next as Haley lifts one to the right side and foul. Oh, we got a baseball now over from the baseball game.
It's like space junk, you know, all of a sudden it just drops out of the sky.
No warning. Addison up 0-1. She'll come home to Haley. Wind and fire. Right down the heart of the plate, 0-2. Regional semifinal action. Addison's got what she wants from her catcher. The pitch, change up, and Monti stays back just enough to get a piece of it. Big change of pace. Addison again low. This time taken for a ball. So the 1 seed Preble got a bye, the 2 seed Kaukauna got a bye. There were only 14 teams in the sectional. Serena line shot right up the gut, right past the pitcher and into center field. There's a clean single from Montine. The Pirates have a one out base runner.
Now batting second baseman Ava Plumley.
Boy, she got a shot on that one, Robert.
She did. She did. One senior followed by another senior, Ava Plumley.
Ava, who scored the game's first run, is going to swing at the first offering, and she'll lift one on the infield. Coming in is Dorn, the first baseman, and she'll glove it. There are 2 away.
Now batting Bobby Seichter.
Sophomore Bobby Seichter.
Started as the backstop her freshman campaign. Halfway through her high school career, I suppose, already.
Yes.
As the first pitch is low, it's going to skip all the way to the backstop. Montai gets a great read on it, and she rounds second base. Going back to get it is Altendorf, but it's a wild pitch, allowing Montai up into scoring position. Libke to work home, trying to get out of the third. And Seichter waves. Strike 1. Bobby elevated in the lineup after the injury to Peyton Dudra. Broke her hand sliding back into first base. And Seichter takes high, 2-1.
Freaky injury, that one.
Coach Lochran coaches first base, the head coach. Against Notre Dame, she said the second she slid in, she said, I heard it, I knew it.
Oh, boy.
That's gross. Again, Libke to work home. Montai leading after the pitch. Gets herself a good secondary, and Seichter takes one inner edge 2-2.
Funny, the coach knew it right away, but the trainer who went out there talking to him after the game, he thought, okay, she's fine. She'll be good.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The pitch to Bobby, and she'll stay alive as she is ahead of a changeup, but gets a piece of it. Seichter ready from the right-handed batter's box. Pitch, swinging a line drive to first. Dorn will take it on a hop. Retreat back to her first base bag with a 3 unassisted. The Pirates threaten a single from Montai. Well, that's all the Pirates get. Bottom 3 we go. It's 2-0 Bayport.
After sports bar after sports bar. All the same, right? What makes Sanduzzi's so different? What makes Sanduzzi's so different? Come and find out.
Keep up your golf game at the Clubhouse Indoor Golf, located on Lineville Road in Howard. Whether you are an experienced golfer or new to the game, you can enjoy top-of-the-line full-swing golf simulators. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf also offers multi-sport games for the whole family, including games like virtual football, baseball, soccer, and even zombie dodgeball. Offering a full bar, pizza, and appetizers. Come check out the Clubhouse Indoor Golf today. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf, located on Lineville Road in Howard.
Bottom of inning number 3 from Pulaski Community High School Field of Dreams, Betty Van Lannen Field. Great to have you with us, Chris Learman, Robert Kennedy, the voice of Bayport softball, to bring you regional semifinal action. The Red Raiders and the Pirates, a friendly rivalry with Bayport on top 2-0 as we hit the bottom of the third.
Chris, I've got to ask you just off subject here a little bit. Listening to some of the spots here between innings, you have quite a production crew there voicing those commercials. So I'm looking for part-time work.
Okay.
If you ever need someone.
All righty. Offering, it is Olympia Simons to lead things off. State champion Olympia Simons. Member of the Bay Area Ice Bears. It should be tardy. And it's 1-1.
Good to have hockey represented here. So, is she one of the better players? Forgive me for not knowing.
She was a defenseman who, in her career, finished with 3 goals and 13 assists. A good contributor to the program. Her brother Lincoln graduated a few years ago from Ashwaubenon Co-op, which is another something you can tie into this. She falls back the 2-1 offer, and it's now 2-2. Her brother Lincoln was goalie of the year in the conference, if I'm not mistaken, his senior year. He was really, really talented. She was a defenseman. And now, obviously, with the Pulaski, is part of the Ashwaubenon Co-op. Bayport is now joining that Ashwaubenon Co-op as well, as Simons tardy on a rise ball comes up empty, and Finland's got her second strikeout in as many batters.
That cliche of needing a scorecard to keep track of the players is really true now with all the hockey programs.
Yeah, well, you look at that
joining forces.
That Ice Bears, what do you have? Bayport, Notre Dame, Pulaski, Ashwaubenon is strike 1 to Klarner. You have De Pere, you have West De Pere, Green Bay Preble. It's a true co-op of the Bay Area, Green Bay area. And then today is the 27th. Klarner tardy. It's quickly 0-2 on the designated player. Tomorrow, the 28th, you find out the new name of said boys hockey co-op. There'll be a player and.
You have any insight into that, Chris, at this point?
Strike 3. Finland went right at Sam and gets her on 3 pitches. My insight is that there were, I believe they said there were 3 nicknames they were choosing from and 2 prefixes, or I guess team name. What would you call, like the Bay Area? Is that the prefix? No? I don't know what you call it. There were 2, like how the Bay Area and the Ice Bears. There were 2 votes of what it would be. They are not remaining the Ashwaubenon Co-op, and they are not taking the Bayport Pirates. Pitch high to Ella Morashek, third baseman. She had a dive out of the way of a rise ball, and umpires checking if she brought her bat down. She'll take one off the plate, 2-0.
So, Chris, you're saying you're going to find out just like the rest of us.
Correct.
Okay.
I have 0 results or knowledge. I don't know that I know the team names that they were voting on. I just know it wasn't Red Raiders, Pirates, or Jaguars. 2-0, and bunting one foul will be Ella, the third baseman. Morashek is just a sophomore. In 2 games against Estelle, she has walked. Otherwise, she was retired all of the other 5 plate appearances. Pitch home to Ella, and she leans back and is tardy on a fastball, and now Finland a chance to get out of the inning again, 1, 2, 3. Perfect the first 8 through the lineup, trying to finish off the last of the third. 2-2 offering, Estelle Finland a rise ball, and Ella spoils that to the left side. Still looks at her wristband, now spins the ball in her glove. The righty. Wind as she works home. Rise ball again, and Morashek is going to lift her bat to the Vicinity of the ball, knock it backwards. Pitch from Finland, trying even higher this time, and it's laid off. She hit one off at the letters, then hit one at the shoulders. She was trying to go at the eyes, but wisely Ella laid off. So now it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2-away here. The Pulaski third as they trail by 2.
Ooh, boy.
And the ball foul tipped backwards. Finland has her pitch. She'll go at her. Misses low and outside. There's a 2-out walk. First base runner surrendered from Estelle, and it is the bottom of the order. Now it is the ever dangerous Molly Moulton. Moulton, a unanimous selection as an infielder. She had 3 hits against Finland this year.
Yeah, and a great career.
She has been stellar. And she'll take one high for a ball. She's just a junior. Started, well, she was electric here the game we called the playoffs as a freshman. More of a true slap hitter then. Right now she's a little stationary in the box. And she takes one on her edge. 1-1 snap throw behind the runner at first base, and diving back in safely is Mirajek. Finland works out her edge. And Molly sees one. Again called for a strike. Moulton ready. Finland, 1-2. 2 away here in the third. The pitch home. Swing on ground ball. One hop to Rao at short. And an E6 will allow her to reach. Short hop on the Pirate freshman. Shortstop hits it to shortstop, and now Pulaski's got a couple aboard. Kira Altman, the center fielder. Altman's going to lift one to right center field. Moving over into the gap will be the center fielder, Montai. And she'll put it away.
Okay.
So an F8 ends the threat. Red Raiders get their first 2 base runners. That's all they get. End of 3 from Pulaski. It's Bayport a 2-0 lead. You're listening to Bayport Pirates Softball.
At most healthcare organizations. When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait for care. You could be kept waiting for weeks at most healthcare organizations, but at OSMS, we prioritize you. I'm Dr. Jason Klein, orthopedic surgeon and physician owner at OSMS. I want you to get in and get treated with the highest quality of care so that you can get back to doing things you love. Don't wait. Come see one of our orthopedic physicians at our acute injury walk-in clinic, where you can receive same-day orthopedic care, usually without a referral.
We got smoking good ribs, wings and pizza, Parker John's. Sides made from scratch, hickory smoked meats, yeah, Parker John's. Come on down to Parker John's for pizza or barbecue. Smoking daily just for you. We got smoking good ribs, wings and pizza, Parker John's. I'll see you down there, it's the place to meet ya, Parker John's. Parker John's.
Top of the 4th. 7-8-9 in the Bayport lineup as it is Tessa Kearney to bat. And she will swing at the first pitch and fall right into the netting just before us.
I have a sneaking feeling we're going to get one of these.
Even closer to us?
Foul balls, yeah.
Well, we're going to find out, yeah, how elastic is this netting in front of us.
We could get hurt 2 ways here.
Yeah, we were worried about the ball coming from the side in the warm-ups. As Lipke to roll, giving up 2 runs through 3, and she'll bounce one home, 1-1. They're looking to capture a moment or a milestone. AD Images will be there to capture those memories. Specializing in sports, seniors, families, maternity, pets, and business photography. Website is adimages.com, ad-images, where you can find all session options. Prices not booking today. Thank you, Hard Swamp, for your business and support. As Kearney will take one. Called at the knees for a strike. One, two, and Kearney tardy. And a strikeout to start the Pirate 4th. So I guess if we're going to be ready, the foul ball's going to the top, or why I asked you for the glove. Yeah. Do you have the quick reflexes if it's directly at us?
I did play goal back in my hockey days. Yes. Not very well. So that's.
Was that back with the like the Jason mask, or did they have masks back then?
That's how I wound up on the radio. We weren't wearing masks.
Far less protection now than Crepes that walk out there.
My face looked a little like a railroad track map with the stitches.
1-0, and Martell will take one inner edge. Ball and a strike. That all you played was hockey?
That I played for any kind of an advanced age.
Okay.
I mean, I made it.
Martell lifts one up just overheads, fall out of play. As we sit at the first base dugout.
Kind of just below the junior level.
Sure.
Midget.
You dabbled in other sports growing up?
Yeah, dabbled, but that was kind of rec league stuff.
Mm-hmm. What sports were those?
Softball.
Okay. Ball and 2 strikes to Martell, and she'll sky one in the infield. Crashes a third baseman, but the catcher, Kiana Altendorf, is going to go out, and she'll put it away for the second out of the frame.
Right fielder Kaylee Murphy.
Kaylee Murphy, who reached. And she'll lift one to the left side. Pitch driven out deep. Left fielder somehow on the run. A lunge towards the warning track. And Reinhard puts it away. A loud out off the bat of Murphy, but just resulting in an F7. Wowzers. Reinhard was turned around and everything, but that still comes away.
That ball kept going away from her.
Somehow comes through with it. Bottom 4 we move. Still Bayport 2-0.
Floors are waterproof, kid-proof, and pet-proof, so they can stand up to real-life conditions. You'll find the largest selection at Mako's. Do it yourself or trust our guaranteed installation. Mako's, your premier flooring center. Now that's value.
It's time to zip over to Zesty's for a fresh homemade meal. Zesty burgers are fresh, never frozen, 100% beef, grilled to perfection. Zesty's also serving Wisconsin cheese curds, homemade chicken booyah, and featuring the Chicago-style hot dog. Stay for dessert and try some fresh-made frozen custard and cones. Sundays, shakes, or scrambles. Zesty's Frozen Custard and Grill, locally owned and operated for more than 35 years with locations open in Alloway and Howard. Visit Facebook for flavor of the day.
Thanks, Mom!
You're listening to Bayport Pirates Sports on NEW Sports Radio at newsportsradio.com.
Bottom 4 of Pirate Softball here in the regional semifinal. Audio-only broadcast from Pulaski without the setups to make it happen, but still welcome in Aaron Murphy listening with us, Ken Ashmid, Annette Dulke, amongst others. Great to have you with us. As he pitched, he swung on and lifted the right side, slicing out of play off the bat of Addison Lipke, the pitcher. Annette, a former softball mom.
Absolutely.
Brenda just had her birthday over the weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
The 0-1.
That time just goes by. She was a terrific catcher.
No balls and 2 strikes here on the 3 spot in the lineup. Addison Lubke waiting for it. Swing a ground ball to short. Rao staying down, a little bit of a bobble. Throw across the diamond. It hits in the dirt, and it's scooped out beautifully by Kearney.
Wow.
Saving the throw in air.
Absolutely.
6-3. As soon as you bobble it at short there, kind of
pressure
hits the webbing of the glove, and all of a sudden you're thinking, all right, now I got to really hurry it over.
Yep.
And she short hops the throw, but
Kearney scooped it out.
Great job to keep it. Pitch misses low to Altendorf. Altendorf, unanimously named first team all-conference catcher. Well respected around the Fox River Classic Conference for the senior. She comes up empty on a 1-0 fastball. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of inning number 4. Pirates put 2 on in the second. The pitch, and Altendorf reaching for one here. That's 1-2. Coach Higgins will be a little patient. Claps her hands and says, let's go. Still fiddling in her navy top and navy pants. The wind and fire, and Altendorf just lifted one all the way to the baseball field. And she chased a rise ball. The 1-2, again a rise ball. Seems to be what the Pirates have used as a go-to pitch with 2 strikes.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to lose those batters when you have them in the hole.
2-2 offering, change up low, 3-2. There you go. It's a 1-2 count. The batter's at a deficit. 2-2. They still got to fight everything up. Now it's 3-2.
Mm-hmm.
And now the pitcher has to come in. There's no wasting anymore. Oh, how that turns in just a couple of pitches. 3-2, swing a ground ball, left side, backhand by Rao, throw across the diamond, and it's going to be wide, but Altendorf was going to beat it out anyways. An infield single for Kiana, who got around on the 3-2 fastball.
Just put it in the hole there. And
yep. Some people call it the 5.5 hole. Right between.
You need a rocket arm to
short and third
to throw the runner out from there.
Courtesy runner for the catcher. Number 11. And on my roster that I was given, 11 is Dorn. Sophia Dorn. Ground ball towards third. That's going to play Vannon Brandon. She'll scoop, throw still, and late. Couple of base runners. Call it the hot corner.
For a reason.
Yep. And Brandon just couldn't field it.
Yeah, boy, those infield hits like that one.
Pulaski's hit some hard, but Finland's kept them off balance pretty good. Reminder to save the date and join us for Friday, July 25th, our 5th annual NEW Sports Radio Golf Outing. We've been able to support our broadcast students with a fundraiser, scholarship fundraiser. We've handed out over $3,000 in scholarships. Save the date, sign up, join us from Wander Springs Golf Course on Friday, July 25th, as we support our students. Robert, you've played in that in the past.
I have.
Appreciate that.
It was a lot of fun.
Get out and golf yet this year?
I have not. I've been to the driving range.
Okay.
And a par 3.
Sure.
but not the big boy golf course.
How'd you fare on the par 3?
Okay, who's up now?
Camry Dorn with 2 aboard. She'll ground one to Plumley at second. Goes to first right away. 4-3 on the fielder's choice.
Boy, did you think for a second she was going to try to go to second?
I thought she was actually going to try to reach in front of her and tag her. So Sophia Dorn is aboard at third. Second base is Abendroth and Olympia Simons. With a couple of Red Raiders in scoring position. If Olympia is able to find Green on one, we might have a tie ball game.
Sadly, you are right.
Finland to spin one with her right hand. Wind and fire, and Simons takes one. She's behind big 0-2. Don't waste him, just go right at him. Estelle looks indeterminate. Has got her sign. The wind and fire misses low, and Seichter does a nice job to keep it with the webbing of her mitt. One and two, Finland. Ready to work again. The pitch home. Swinging a ground ball. First base. It almost hits the bag. Had Kearney not stopped it with her mitt, that would have hit the bag and bounced who knows where.
That's right. That's right.
But fortunately for the Pirates, Kearney, Tessa, able to get it with her glove and effectively touch the base on the fielding. 3 unassisted.
How about 2 big plays for Tessa Kearney in that inning?
Absolutely. The scoop on the out, and then somehow stops this one. 5th we move. It's still 2-0 Bayport.
Convinced my dad to go to NWTC. Every day, Dad would get home from work and be like, "Hey, honey." So I was like, "Dad, haven't you always told me I should go after my dreams?" And he said, "Well, of course." And I'm like, "Well, then why don't you?"
So that's what I did. I went to NWTC for design and graphic technology. Good thing dream jobs can happen at any age.
When you need care, you shouldn't have to wait long. You can be kept waiting far too long at most healthcare organizations. But at OSMS, we prioritize you. I'm Dr. Soraya Frost, rheumatologist and physician owner at OSMS. We're focused on getting you seen as soon as possible in a safe and comfortable environment. With multiple rheumatologists to choose from and accepting most insurance plans, OSMS is here to get you back to doing the things you love. Learn more at askforosms.com.
First pitch swinging, Rao grounds one to short. Pick and a throw by Moulton. And retired is Ellie for the first out here in this 5th. Bayport 2 in the 2nd. Some small ball, a couple of bunt 'em homes.
Yeah.
Finland, her 3rd plate appearance. 0 for 2 today. She'll square and bunt, gets it up the third base line, picked up in foul territory. Key to work. Pitch. Finland trying to bunt one up the third base line again, but this one unable to keep it in between the lines.
They're picking on that third baseman.
Make them field it and play. Finland way behind though. Madison to try to get the pitcher. And a fastball that's tipped into the catcher's mitt. There are 2 away in the Pirate half of the 5th. Vanden Brandon. First offering to Morgan, and she'll lift that one. Foul ball to the right side, out of play. Postseason in full swing. Softball this week, baseball and soccer next week. Actually, soccer might be in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Vanden Brandon, just a junior. She'll be back next year. Right here in spring of 25, the 1-1 offering to her. She'll take high, 2-1.
Boy, Chris, you just want to get more runs. 2 is
well,
not real cushiony, is it?
We've seen when you boot one or throw one away. Pitch up and out to Vanden Brandon. It's 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, the whole complexion changes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll even look at that last inning, right? A 2-out walk, then an error. All of a sudden, there's 2 in scoring position, and oy, you're a duck fart single away from the tie game. 3-1 pitch to Morgan. She'll take ball 4. She's aboard for the free pass for the 2nd time today.
Haley Montai, center fielder.
Montai. The batting gloves are of Pulaski colors. Marucci brand, but red, white, and black. Snap throw behind the base runner, and back in safely is Vanden Brandon. Haley lasered a single back through the box last time up. 2-out walk on Vanden Brandon, just like she had in the first. Pitch to Haley, swinging a ball, lifted left side and in the infield. Coming in is the 3rd baseman, 2 hands on it, and Morajic able to put it away with the F5. Bottom 5 we go. Pirates still have the lead of 2 after those 2 runs in the 2nd. You're listening to Bayport Pirates Softball.
Check out this deal on the best pizza in Wisconsin.
I love this pizza.
And you'll love getting $5 off any Gallagher's Pizza order of 30 or more. Get Wisconsin's best pizza, dine-in or delivery at any of our 4 locations, open until 10.
Keep up your golf game at the Clubhouse Indoor Golf, located on Lineville Road in Howard. Whether you are an experienced golfer or new to the game, you can enjoy top-of-the-line full-swing golf simulators. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf also offers multi-sport games for the whole family, including games like virtual football, baseball, soccer, and even zombie dodgeball. Offering a full bar, pizza, and appetizers. Come check out the Clubhouse Indoor Golf today. The Clubhouse Indoor Golf, located on Lineville Road in Howard.
Considering a room update or building your dream home and don't know where to begin? The design team at Maco's will guide you through the selection process and put your mind at ease. Solutions and styles to make you the envy of the neighborhood. Maco's, your premier flooring center. Now that's value.
Maya Ribicki is going to pinch hit here, the senior to step in for Klarner. She'll take one for a ball. 6 for 4, Mr. Bruce Schaefer, the home plate umpire, reporting to the Bayport dugout. 1-0 to Ribicki, and she'll take one high, 2-0. Still to work Inner edge, strike one. Number 11 in the circle. The pitch, up 3-1. Stell Finland received honors for her pitching. Second team All FRCC in the circle. Congratulations to her on her.
For sure, and there's a lot of very good pitchers.
Ball lifted right side, jam job over the first base dugout, not a play. 3-2. You look at Fallish from De Pere was named first team. Obviously, Godachik from Preble. Strike three, Finland able to sneak one by Rabicki. And there was one out in the fifth. Ella Marashik. She walked her first time. She'll get a bunt down the third baseman. Vanny Brennan scoops, little bobble, throw across. Plumley, the second baseman, covering nicely. 5-4. They get Ella by a step and a half. And now to the top of the order with Molly Moulton. Moulton, a sharp ground out to second, a sharp grounder reached on air to short last time. She'll lift it, pitch the first one to left side and foul. Seven 10 matchup, the 10 seed leading the 7. Pirates 2-0 here in Pulaski. And Moulton calls time at the dish. Betty Van Lannen Field at Pulaski Community High School. WIAA regional semifinal as Moulton will take letter high outer edge, strike 2. Toughest pitch as an umpire to make a strike call on, because you're looking at two different planes at the same time, right? The 0-2, Molly takes to an eye high for a ball. Fill in to work again. Just misses off the outer edge. 2-2.
That was close.
Molly waiting for the left-handed batter's box. Number 1, the pitch. Swung on, gets her hands around, lifts one left side, and foul again. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Finland trying to work through 5. The pitch, Moulton. Cue shot left side. Rao, the shortstop. One step into the grass, and F6 ends the inning. We are through 5 complete. Estelle Finland's throwing a gem, allowed just 1 hit. Her team has 2 runs. Pirates lead it.
Swamico area.
Alex and Danielle here with your local budget blinds. We know you're on a budget with both time and money, so we make it easy.
We come over with our free in-home consultation and free design services for blinds, drapes, and shutters. You pick what you want, we measure, and you get the quote before we leave. And to top that off, right now, get 25% off. We have financing available and lifetime warranties.
Blinds installed in a couple hours.
Now that's easy. Call now.
Sports bar after sports bar after sports bar. All the same, right? What makes Sanduzzi's so different? What makes Sanduzzi's so different? Come and find out.
Plumlee, Seichter, Newthal, or Kearney here in the Pirate half of
sixth inning. But Chris, we needed a clean inning in the fifth after some kind of upset stomach moments in the third and the fourth.
Wayward defense, a couple of innings.
Yeah, but we needed a clean inning in the fifth there to move the game along and not have to think about it too much.
Still doing the pitching, it's Addison Libke. Why is that significant? We're in the sixth. She came in relief as Plumlee takes it low and pitched 5 in the first matchup between these two. She then started and pitched 5 the second time they matched up.
So you're saying this is uncharted territory, at least as far as facing Bayport goes.
Correct. 1-0 and pitch high, 2-0. She was named honorable mention all-conference pitcher in the FRCC was Addison, a senior, so they'll have to replace her. Camry Dorn, just a sophomore, is who logged the other innings between these two squads in their 2 matchups this year. Pitched to Plumlee, and Ava takes one right down the heart of the plate, 2-1. Spin it on the right hip. To work home again, Lubke. Swinging a ball, blooped into center field, going out as Moulton, and somehow does not collide with her center fielder. She calls it off, and Molly with the put out to start the Pirates' sixth. Boy, A, I thought that was falling. B, I thought there was going to be contact between center and shortstop.
Yep.
One going out, one coming in. It's all about I got it, I got it, I got it.
And then you just cringe, close your eyes, and hope everybody's okay.
Seichter lifts the first pitch she sees to the right side and swipes it foul. But Molly Moulton is as good of a softball player around as there is. Again, just a junior and someone to lead this Pulaski squad in the field. I would take her going out on that every time. 0-1 to Bobby. Outer edge, strike 2. Pitch fouled into the arm of the catcher. Pitch, change up high, 1-2. Top 6. Go back to that second inning where Bayport had a leadoff walk, then bunted over. Then
with the runner going to third.
Yes, that's right. Plumlee moved all the way around.
Just kept on going.
Seichter lift on up towards the second baseman. And almost a fair catch wave from Abendroth as she finally is able to get it returned back towards the dirt. And she puts away with her glove. 2 up, 2 down. So Plumlee was at third. Bayport bunted. The third baseman faked the throw to first, threw back towards third. Had the player covering third caught the ball. Plumlee would have been out because she was coming off too far and did not assume the faked throw.
Sophie Newthall's now for the Pirates.
Newthall's is going to bat here in the 7th spot. Strike 1 on number 19. And that allowed second and third for the Pirates, and then they just bunted Pulaski to death. Kearney did, and then Newthall's will foul it back. It's 0-2. Kearney bunted, Martell bunted, Murphy bunted, everything with second and third, 1 out. finally, the Ellie Rao bunt resulted in a 5-2 putout.
Right, they stopped the bleeding.
But the Pirates had scored 2 just simply bunting, and then the batter gets the first and takes second. Newfels takes in the wide of the zone, 1-2. Pitch home, and Sophie. Strike 3 swinging. Gone are the Pirates. Bottom 6, running late on time. Red Raiders down by 2.
The Kim Say's Hardware, your go-to spot for all things home improvement. From high-quality tools to lush garden supplies, we've got everything you need to tackle your next project. Plus, visit our Howard location for top-notch rental equipment. But that's not all. Our friendly, knowledgeable staff is here to assist you every step of the way, making your shopping experience a breeze. Come visit us at Kim Say's Hardware and Rental in Howard and Kim Say's Hardware in Ashwaubenon, your neighborhood destination for quality and service. See you soon!
Chrysler World of Abrams, your #1 dealership with a veteran staff in all departments. 10 years experience and counting. Quality you can depend on. Chrysler World is your top dealer in customer satisfaction and sales satisfaction year in and year out. A full staff service and body department that'll work on all makes and models. Free estimates, a huge parts department. And they need cars. They'll buy any car, whether or not you purchase from them. Chrysler World of Abrams. Contact them. Follow them. Be sure to check them out.
2-3-4 in the Pulaski lineup, trying to get something going against Estelle Finland, who, to my count, has given up just 1 hit. Mr. Frieder tuning into the softball game. Great to have Bayport's principal with one ear drawn to us. Jim Schultz also listening in. The first offering to Kira Altman in for a strike. Pitch. Altman's going to sky one behind the plate, and running out of the room will be the catcher, Seichter. I don't know if we ever went around the horn, did we? It's the 3M outfield of Martell, Monti, and Murphy left to right. Vanden Brandon at third with Rao at short. Second baseman is Plumley, and Kearney does re-enter in for Newthal.
Yes.
And Bobby Seichter is the catcher, puts down an 0-2 sign here for Estelle Finland. Rise ball. As it's kind of been all 0-2, every 2-strike count has been the rise ball.
It's the Triple M outfield.
1-2. And Altman takes one. Ball 2. Altman scored a run in this match. She's just a sophomore. A lot of youth that plays significant time for Pulaski. Down near her Tootsies. 3-2. Bottom of inning number 6. Bayport 2, Pulaski 0. Couple of squeeze plays allowed Bayport to score each of their runs. Offering home, and Altman waves at the 3-2. Rise ball comes up empty. And by my count, that is strikeout number 5 for Miss Finland. First pitch in for a strike on Addison Lipke. Opposing pitcher for Pulaski as Dorn warms in the pen. We mentioned that Lipke went 5 innings each of the first 2 matchups. She's thrown all 6 so far here. There's the pitch, swing a chopper to short. Rao on a nice hop right to her gut. Throw across, and Kearney keeps her right foot on the bag as she drops to an E. 6-3 if you're scoring with us. There are 2 out. Well,
Chris, I'm going to use a baseball term here. after that play.
Altendorf, the catcher. She'll take one down and in, ball one. I suppose as almost all catchers do, never use batting gloves. Altendorf laces one to left field, inside the third base bag and down in the corner. She's going to turn and get held up as the throw comes in beautifully from Martell.
Yep.
Chloe with an absolute hose into Plumley at second. But a ripping single for Kiana Altendorf, who's 2 for 3 on the day. And she'll be lifted for another courtesy runner. And Sophia Dorn, number 11, to do the running. Abendroth to bat here. It's Paige. She reached on an E5, her last plate appearance. Strike swinging on Paige, the second baseman. Bottom of the Pulaski sixth, just their second hit of the day. Each of them have been off of Kiana's bat. Swinging a ball, lifted over the shortstop. That's going to get down. There's another hit. Back-to-back, 2-out singles for the Red Raiders. And again, they are in business here. They've had 2 base runners back in the fourth.
And the third.
And you are correct. The third inning, they did that too. Remember, back in the fourth when it happened, was the 3 unassisted that Kearney fielded it inches before the first base bag, moving to her left.
Yep.
Had she not fielded that, that hits the bag.
It's a fair ball.
And nobody knows if that's going left, right, up, down, backwards, where the ball is going to carry them to. That was the first big play that she made. And now it's Camry Dorn to bat. And she'll swing and come up tardy on a fastball. Strike one. Chance for the Red Raiders to climb one closer here. Strikeout, ground out. Single, and Dorn chases one below the knee. 0-2 on Dorn. Don't want this to turn over. The pitch fouled back. Don't mess around, just go at her, right?
Yeah, don't keep this thing going any
I'd
longer.
imagine
than it
here's
has
the
to.
rise ball. In her edge, strike 3 looking.
Wow.
Finland, her 6th strikeout. This one backwards.
Big clutch outs.
The Pirates get through 6. 7th inning ahead. The Pirates cling into a 2-0 lead. You listen to Bay Park Softball.
Pub and Grill. Looking for a place to grab some food? Stop at Town Line. Taste the mouth-watering burgers, gourmet pizza, and endless appetizers, offering a casual atmosphere and a lively feel. Why not stop in on the way to the game? Grab a bite to eat after the game, too. A night out, a group gathering after a sporting event, or even a birthday. We want to thank you for your patronage. Town Line, where the people come for the food and stay for the fun.
At Myron, we're building excellence.
Top 7, and it is Lubke still out there to hurl with her arm.
Thanks for the clarification. That was not a good visual.
Chris Learman, Robert Kennedy from Betty Van Lannen Field for the WIAA Regional Semifinal of girls softball.
Boy, wouldn't the Pirates love to tack on another run or two?
Martell, after taking a ball high, the 8th spot in the order. And Chloe will take 1-2. She had an RBI her first time up. She was one of those that laid down the squeeze play bunts. Ended up being the one to bring in the first run. And she'll take one wide. 3 out of the zone from Lupke to start the 7th. Lupke to come home, and Addison's offering. That'll catch the zone. The 3-1 offering now. Lifted back foul. Martella got a good one, 3-1. Fouled it back. Three-two pitch lifted right side, going back into foul territory. The second baseman drifting over Abendroth. Little basket catch. And an F4 to start the frame.
Boy, that was a tough one, Chris. Up 3-0. Hoping you can get on base to start an inning.
Murphy lifts one to the right center field. Going out is the center fielder Altman into the gap, and she'll put it away.
Ellie Rao.
You go from feeling a 3-0 count back to a full count, and all of a sudden pop out in 2 pitches.
That's
and
right. Yeah.
Now all of a sudden the inning is moving. Top 7 and Rao, her 4th plate appearance. 0 for 3 officially. And this one is going to be blooped over the incoming third baseman for a single. She's going to turn it into 2. Hustling around first and no throw. It's a 2-out double for Rao and the Pirates. We talked about it earlier, Robert. The third baseman plays way in for her. And this one, Marashik had no chance to get back on, and it was just over her outstretched glove.
Sydney Staylor batting now.
Now Bayport's going to bring in a pinch hitter. One freshman just got a knock. See if the next one gets a knock. Number 8, Sydney Staylor. Boy, without a pause, you had that name down. Strike 1. You've called these games before? I heard you had some help for the one game.
I did. I sure did.
From Ray.
Yes, that would be Ray Lockroom.
No balls and a strike on the Pirate pinch hitter here in the 7th.
Probably will be replacing me here next year, but that might have been.
The good news is you know it's coming now.
That's right.
It's not out of left field.
Yeah.
0-2 on Staylor. The pitch taken low, 1-2. I didn't put sunscreen on the back of my neck, and I'm feeling it right now.
You're going to be scolded.
Once you get in the shower, and that feels like needles. 1-2, Pulaski trying to get through the 7th here. Staler swings at one and can't hit it. Strike 3, swinging. Pulaski's going to have 3 cracks at it here. With the 7, 8, and 9 in the order, they trail by 2. You're listening to Bayport Pirates softball.
Good ribs, wings, and pizza. Parker John's. Sides made from scratch. Hickory smoked meats, yeah. Parker John's. Come on down to Parker John's for pizza or barbecue. Smoking daily just for you. We got smoking good ribs, wings, and pizza. Parker John's. I see you down there. It's the place to meet ya. Parker John's. Parker John's.
At Bellin Health, we believe when part of you is injured, we have a part to play. Whether you're injured swinging for the fences or tending the hedges beside them, whether your goal is to play across the pond or star in Swan Lake, whether you're injured building strength or using your strength to build, our part is to provide no-cost injury consults no matter what part hurts. That's right, free of charge. Welcome to the Orthopedic Walk-In Injury Clinic at Bellin Health Titletown Sports Medicine and Orthopedics.
Bottom of inning number 7, it'll be Simons, Rabicki, and Marashek. And we'll see what shows up here for the Red Raiders. They trail by 2. They had back-to-back 2-out singles in the 6th. But then Estelle Finland buckles down and gets a strikeout.
All right, Chris, you got your Tums? Here we go.
She is back, re-enters.
Yes.
After she just got pinch hit for. She's in the circle to come home and misses well out of the zone, ball 1. She worked a complete game in both games. 7 innings and 6 innings. Pulaski never had a bat in their home half of the second matchup. 1 and Simons fouls it back. Kind of find it interesting that she actually swung at the not taking a strike. And Bayport's going to send in a first baseman. I mentioned the sun hitting my back. It was pure clouds the entire day until the last half inning. And now Kearney at first base has come back from the dugout. She has got some spectacle covers that will keep the glare of the sunshine out of her eyes. At least that's the anticipation, as they will do.
That's the hope, yes.
Because the sun is directly as she stares at the batter. Right in eyesight as Simons takes one out her edge, 1 and 2. Lead-up spot for Pulaski, bottom 7. Lined and fired. Strike 3, Finland, her 7th.
Nice pitch. Nice pitch, Estelle.
And there is 1 away here in the Red Raider half. Pirates 2-0. Maya Rabicki. Pitch to Maya. She'll take one up and out. Finland looks at her left forearm and then works to the club. The 1. Yeah, now it's a 1-1. Goes to the back of the circle each time, takes a deep breath, exhales, toes the rubber with her right foot. Left spike, toe down, pitch home, and Rabicki falls behind 1 and 2 now. And maybe a little extra something behind Estelle with the adrenaline rush.
Yep.
Seems to be bringing it here in the 7th. 1 and 2 the count. Finland to work, the pitch home. Strike 3, Finland logs her 3rd consecutive Red Raider with a strikeout, and it's now the 9 spot in the order.
Chris, that's the intimidation factor for Estelle. She's getting that pitch back from her catcher and walks to the back of that pitcher's mound, that circle, and that just makes the batter think, geez, what's she going to bring now? And, boy, Estelle is bringing it.
Yeah, right now she's bringing heat. As a ball tapped down the third base line, Vanden Brandon dives, but the ball's in foul territory when she hits her glove. And there is an 0-1 count. Well, Moranchik also not taking until she sees a strike, going right at it. Now Vanden Brandon's got dust all over her Navy uniform. Finland in the circle to work home to Ella. Pitch waved and missed, 0-2. A strike away for the Pirates with a 2-0 lead here in the regional semifinal. Winner gets the 2 seed at Kaukauna on Thursday. Finland spins the ball off her right hip. Schillwein comes home. Rise ball popped up behind. Seichter looking back, but it's going to be over the net and out of play. We'll try it again at 0-2. Marashik been aboard via a free pass, the only walk ushered today from Estelle. She was actually perfect through 8 batters, and then Ella walked to first. The 0-2, strike 3 on the rise ball. 4 strikeouts to end it.
What a masterpiece.
Strike out the side. Gone are the Red Raiders. Game is over. Pirates a 2-0 win. We'll step aside, take a break, and we'll recap this one, get you home. Pirates advance to a regional final. They'll play Thursday. You listen to Bayport Pirate Softball.
You need stunning senior photos, dynamic team media days, impactful corporate portraits, or family photos to last a lifetime. 80 Images expertise will bring your vision to life. Don't settle for ordinary. Choose 80 Images and let your photos truly make a statement. Contact 80 Images to book now, and let's make some memories to last a lifetime.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Today's Bayport softball broadcast proudly supported by the Bayport Booster Club, by Parker John's Barbecue and Pizza, the Clubhouse Indoor Golf, Camp Sayers Hardware, AD Images by Gallagher's Pizza, Mako's Floor Covering Center, Northeast Wisconsin Technical College, by Myron Construction, Chrysler World, by Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialists, and Doozy Sports Club, by Budget Blinds of Howard and Crivets, Town Line Pub and Grill, Bell and Health Titletown Sports Medicine Orthopedics, by Zesty's Frozen Custard Grill, the finest frozen custard in town, and by members of the NEW Sports Radio Broadcasters Club. Pirates 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors, 5 left. As for the Red Raiders, no runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. They stranded 6. Today's time of game, about an hour and 42 minutes. As the Pirates, they get
Except
a 2-0
for those last couple
win.
innings, that was like about a day and a half of torture.
And the Pirates able
Getting
to
through
hold
that.
off. 3 different times, Pulaski put 2 aboard, Robert, but Estelle Finland able to nail it down.
Rose to the occasion all of those times and put out the fire.
So for Miss Finland, she gets the win, going 7.0 innings, surrendered 3 base hits, no runs, no earned, walked 1, and struck out to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including the last 4.
That's as good a pitching performance as you're going to see, I think, from anybody, at least in this conference.
And Finland pitched really well today. She gets the win. As for Addison Limpke, she is the tough luck loser. She goes a complete game, 7 innings. She surrenders to the Pirates. Just 3 hits, 2 runs. They were earned. As they probably, I guess, the earned I'd have to look at, but tough to look at. Just the 1 inning where they had issues. She walked 3, struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 batters. Yeah, but just give up 3 hits, 2 runs. You're the tough luck loser. For the Pirates offensively, Ellie Rao was 1 for 4 with a double. Estelle Finland 0 for 3, and then Sydney Staler was 0 for 1. Vanden Brandon 0 for 1, 2 walks. Haley Montai 1 for 3. Ava Plumley 0 for 2, scored a run. Bobby Seichter 0 for 2. Sophie Newthals was 0 for 3, scored a run. Chloe Martell was 1 for 3 with an RBI. Kaylee Murphy was 0 for 3. 1 for 3. And that is your Pirate lineup today. As the Pirates, they get it 2-0.
I got to tell you, Chris, I'm not surprised that the Pirates would win this game. I thought that they had an excellent chance going in. I mean, they were two evenly matched teams, but as you've alluded to, there was some shaky defense. The last time the Pirates were here. Really, that's probably why we're playing here today.
Right.
Than at Bayport. The outcome of that game a week ago. So, but if you can clean up the defense, and the Pirates played very well defensively, especially Tessa Kearney at first base was a rock. They had as good a chance as anybody to win this, and Estelle was really on her game today. So, hats off to the Pirates, but it's certainly not a shocker.
Tough up for the Pirates next. They will travel Thursday to Kaukauna. Again, they they lose in the state quarterfinal last year, but they won state 3 previous years. Of the last 131 games, yes, 131 games, they have won 130 of them. So won't be easy on Thursday, but hey, it's a game you go into, you can have some fun and see what happens.
Absolutely, and I got to think that, they were in a similar situation. Bayport was last year. They won that semifinal game, regional semifinal, and went on to play Kaukauna. I think they're a bit more battle hardened this year, and maybe won't be as awed by the stage. That's why they play the game, the old cliche.
Yep. Robert, I greatly appreciate you joining me today.
My pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Robert Kennedy, the voice of Bayport Pirates softball, his public address announcer duties throughout the entire season once again. I appreciate him joining me here from Betty Van Lannen Field at Pulaski High School. I'm Chris Learman. Final from Pulaski. Bayport will play for a regional final on Thursday because they just won. 2-0 the score. They get the win over the Red Raiders. Have a wonderful evening, Howard Swamico. You've been listening to Bayport Pirates softball on NEW Sports Radio.